Hello there and welcome to another craft session with me, Bev. Today we're going to do something that some people may consider a little strange. I am into whimsical things, and for my birthday this year I got bought a kit to make this greenhouse. So everything in it is made with tiny little bits of paper. Everything comes flat pack. You have to cut things out, fold things, make flowers, and so leading on from there, I was introduced to an artist called Jedediah Volts, who makes tree houses for his houseplants. So I've had a go myself. These could be made as intricately or not, whatever takes your fancy. This one's quite simple. So here's my money tree, and there's a couple of chairs in here. I don't know if you can see them. Some ladders going up to the second level. I've also put some little flags in the tree here. And then if we turn it around, you can see the back of it there. So I wanted to recreate this for you guys and show you how I did it. We can't all have tree houses in the back garden, so maybe this will appease some people that have always wanted one. So the things that I have to start this with are another plant. I have this plant that I'm going to try and bob a treehouse into somewhere, and then I've got various sort of cut off sticks, and then I also have some large lollipop sort of sticks. You could get different sizes in these. You could even get different colours, or you could paint them, whatever takes your fancy. And then for the rope around the landing, I just used some twine, but you could use some string or some yarn, whatever you've got around the house. And then in terms of sort of your decoration inside, I just made the chairs from the lollipop sticks. But I mean, you could get little bits of fabric involved here. You could be as detailed as you want, like I say, or as basic as you want. So I'm just going to show you today how to do the basic form and structure of the treehouse. Okay, so I have my plant here, and what I need to do initially is to figure out how my structure is going to be. Now, you're not forced to stick with the idea of your structure. Usually when you start building these things, they sort of have a life of their own and develop into something wonderful. I think I'm going to have a lower structure here, and then I'm going to probably build around this sort of main trunk here, and then have another level maybe off at the back somewhere. So initially what I'm going to do is sort of figure out maybe how wide it could be, so just sort of offer up your sticks maybe, and what you want to do is create a backing on here to stick your sticks together. There's no use trying to stick this stick to this stick because it will just come undone, so you need to brace it. So either you get some sort of tacky glue like this, or you get your glue stick on the go. I like using my glue stick. It gives me fast results. So I'm just going to stick with using that. And then to sort of build your brace, then I would get another stick then. And what you want to do, I'm just going to show you here, is pop a brace on the back like that. That way your sticks are all going to sit together. So I'm just going to go away now and do that, and then I'll show you then what my structure is going to look like. Now, of course, if you want to work in a more calculated sort of way, you could measure up your distances in between your branches, work out how high you want it to be. Maybe you could even draw a bit of a plan first so that you have a bit of an idea about where you're going with your miniature tree house. I feel like with me, I prefer to just sort of look at the plant and work around it as I go along. I kind of feel like I get a feel for the plant then. So I've just put a little brace on the back of these here. So I think that my tree house will sort of come in this way. And then what I'll do is I'll cut bits off and I'm going to work around this branch here. I'm going to leave enough space though around here for this to grow more, because of course your plants are going to continue to grow, and your tree house needs to, if you want it to last, it needs to be able to adapt to the growth within your plant. So when you're working around a branch, what you need to do is make sure that you have an open space for yourself to slide it onto your plant, and then you need to have your bracket ready to bob underneath, and then you'll want to put your other piece then to finish off the platform. I have made the mistake before of building this all together and then wondering how I was going to get onto the plant. So just a heads up there for you. If you wondered what I was using to cut through the wood, I am simply just using a pair of scissors. You could use a little hacksaw or something like that. And then for other bits, for the sort of narrow bits of wood, then I'm just using some pliers. But anything you can get your hands on really that'll help cut through the wood. Obviously it is a little bit tricky with the scissors. And then what I'm going to do is just sort of stick then some sticks into the soil, and these will hold up then the platform that you've got here. So I'm just going to nip that off there. So you can see there it's all supported then by your twigs. I can press on that. You could put things on there and have them sit on there, you know. And then I'm just going to build from here really. So I'll probably put some ladders up the side, build some little ladders. They were built just with 2 pieces, and then I just bobbed lots of little sticks across like this, all the way down, made them long enough just to fit in there. I'm probably going to build a second platform on here, and then I'm going to build another roof like I did on the other one, so I'll show you different ways to do that. I think I'm going to try a different technique with this roof today. So for now, basically what I'm going to do is cut 4 sticks at the same length, and then I'm going to create a roof from there. Now you can create a flat roof if you want. If you wanted more of a diagonal roof, then your back posts would need to be slightly higher than your front ones, so slightly longer, and then you can have your roof sort of sloping like this. With a roof with the posts the same, you could create sort of an A shape. Okay, so I've created an A-frame here now, and what I'm going to do is create a roof. So I've just cut out a bit of cardboard, and I've just measured it, and I've faced it up to here, and then what I'm going to do is glue bits of, I found some coloured lollipop sticks, so I'm going to glue those onto here and create a tiled sort of roof effect. Okay, so I've made a couple of different styles of roofs here. This is layers of lollipop sticks, the bottom layers, the ends of them, And then the further layers are the middles of them, and then this is just a strip of lollipop stick. This one's also made out of lollipop sticks, but this one's made out of larger ones, and I've done the layering a little bit different, but have a mess around. Both of these I've made on a cardboard back just because it was easier with the little pieces to glue on. So I'm just going to glue those on then onto my little structure that I've made. So I'm going to put one on either side then. So when you're building your tree house, feel free to sort of take any leaves out, move them around. You can't always fit exactly in the spaces. I know when I made my money tree one, I pulled a few leaves out and bits that I felt like were obstructing my tree house structure. So you can see that's coming along now. So I'm just going to continue then sort of layering up with different levels in my tree house. I'm going to build some ladders, like I said. And then I might put a bit of a fencing around the outside then. So I just used some uprights then of the sticks for the fencing. And then I just laid some twine across the top of them. Okay, so you can see it's all coming along now. We've got a structure going on up here. It has a little ladder going up here. I don't know if you can see that. I'll turn that around. I've also built a ladder going up from the plant. Then there's one sort of going up here for the floor. And then might make a little rope swing for this one. I'll probably just use a bit of string and then cut a circle out of some black paper, maybe roll it up. Just cut some up here and show you what I mean. So this is like thin card. So I've just cut a strip off. I'm just twisting it round now. You could use card, or you could use, if you've got a bit of black electrical tape or something like that, you could wrap that round something circular. We just hang that there and I'll have a little rope swing. I'm also going to make some of the bunting sort of flags that I had on the other one. So basically I just used a bit of cotton, and then I used paper for the bunting. So I just cut out little triangles. They have a fold in the middle, and then that then hooked over the twine, and then I tied it from place to place. So I'm going to do that as well. Okay, so the chairs that I made last time, I just used cut-offs of the lollipop sticks, and then I don't know if you can see this properly, but when I've used my scissors to cut the lollipop sticks, they've sort of split a little bit, which makes it really easy to curve it round into a nice sort of shape for the seat for the chair. And then I just glued then the bit that I've made for the seat to there, and then I cut just some equal length pieces from my little twigs here, and those then serve as the legs. And I just glue those on to the bottom. So it's as simple as that for the chair. Okay, so there we go. I have added some bunting. My chairs are all in place now. If you can see my little tyre swing there. And so I've got my colourful roof on this side, my plain roof on this side. All ladders complete for the little fairies or whoever lives in the houseplant to run up. So I hope you've enjoyed today's session. Something for you to keep plucking away at, maybe. I mean, you can get as detailed as you want. You could make little kettles and kitchens and things like that. Yeah, make it as unusual as you like and enjoy your houseplants. Okay, I'll see you another time.